Hello everybody, we are at a bit of an angle. As you can see, we are in the car and this is what we're working with. Hello, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jinaye. I'm a flight attendant based here in the city of Chicago. And today we are on reserve and I was on call today. I got up bright and early to get into the city because I do live a little far from the city. So, and my fiance, who is also a flight attendant, had an early sign-in. So I just came up with him because I was on call and we got called. So we got a trip. We are ending up in Denver tonight, but we have 3 legs today. I saw this open and I was like, oh, I really don't want this trip. I really don't want it, but I got it. So, and I wasn't worried that I'd get it because there were still people on the call out list ahead of me, but I guess other stuff opened and they got those and I got this trip that I didn't want, which is fine. It's not a bad trip. Beggars can't be choosers, but I was also one person away from getting Athens. There was one person that bit aggressive that was senior to me, so they got it ahead of me. So that was kind of a bummer. I could have gone to Athens today, but that's okay. Instead, we got a trip that I don't want. But that's just how reserve goes. You play the cards that you get handed, you know? And who knows, this could turn out to be a really fun trip. Who knows? So today we are going from Chicago to Kansas City, back to Chicago, hang out in Chicago for a couple hours, and then go off to Denver. And we don't get into Denver until pretty late, but it is a pretty long layover, so that's nice. We are working position 1, so I am up front. I am working first class. I'm making all the PAs. Position 1, honestly, now that I'm at the bigger airline, I don't like it as much as I did when I was working at the small airline. That's all I did when I was at my regional airline. I don't hate it. I don't not like it, but I would say I do like the other work positions better. And it is going to be a 3-day trip. Our second layover, I don't even know where it is. Houston. Denver and Houston. And that one I think is pretty long too. It's late in the day flying, which is what I like. So honestly, like, I don't know. I just saw this trip and I was like, nah. I just wasn't feeling it today. But normally it'd be okay because it's night flying and long layovers. But today I was just like, nah. But oh well, I have no choice but to say yeah. Anyways, we still have like 5 hours until my sign-in. So I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, I think, and get some food because I don't have any food. And we get in so late that I'm not gonna be able to get any, I don't think. All right, so hopefully this is a good trip. Hopefully at the end of this vlog, I will be like, yeah, I'm glad I got that. I know I was bummed about it at first, but I'm glad I got that. Hopefully, that's the goal. We are gonna make the best of it. So I'll see you later. Trader Joe's is one of those places where I just walk around and see if anything sounds good and then I spend $100. Wow, I just now realized that I have black eyeliner all over under my eyes. Wow. So glamorous, Jinaye. Okay, I've heard this stuff is good. This is literally the best sunscreen ever. 10 out of 10. So I basically have food for my whole trip, which is great. And then some. I also got some stuff for at home because I don't live near a Trader Joe's, so I always take advantage. But also I have no idea what to do on my sign-ins, not for another 4 hours, so maybe I'll go to Ulta. I'm hungry though, so let's go get food. I just got food, but like, that's for my trip, and we haven't started that yet, so let's go get food. The Great American Bagel sounds so good right now, but it's in the airport, so like, do I go to the airport to eat? I might. I gotta get ready anyway. Target, then airport. Yeah, I think that's an okay plan. All right, anyways, let's like get out of this parking lot. Bye. So it's super quick. Let me show you what I got at Target. I got a couple of exciting things. One of them, I don't know if you can tell, this is literally my makeup from last night. I know, bad me, I didn't take my makeup off, but I've been really into like purple makeup lately, and like having like a almost like sunrise type eyeshadow look with like some purples and pinks. So I got this purple like lavender matte eyeliner because I think that might look really pretty with the purple palettes that I got, that I actually brought. It's definitely not something that I would wear like for work because it's not like a super professional color, but this is like something fun for like when I'm not working or on a layover or whatever. And then I also found these. These are my favorite Uncrustables. They are the peanut butter and honey. I came here because I wanted to find like maybe a cheap insulated tote bag because I did not bring my lunch bag and I just went and bought food. I did not find anything, so I think we're just gonna carry my food in a Target bag. Which is a lot. I'm gonna be a total hot mess express. I already know it because I have my purse, my backpack, and my rollerboard, plus the food I gotta bring, so this is gonna be fun. Is it even a vlog if I don't record this hallway?
I am so tired. I still have to eat, I have to change, but I don't want to. I don't want a human. I want to sleep. I look like a hot mess express. I feel like Tiny Kong from Donkey Kong on the Nintendo 64, where she like uses her pigtails to fly everywhere. That's who I feel like right now. Ugh, my pigtails are bothering me so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys what I got at Trader Joe's. I got a lot, but understand that even though this is a 3-day trip, I do have 2 more reserve days after that, so I'm like 5 total reserve days, and this is just day 1. So it might seem like a lot for a 3-day trip. It is, because I have 2 more days after this. And I don't know what I'm doing, so I might end up at home, I might not. I might end up needing this, I might not, I don't know. But I am prepared. I have 4 bags, which is crazy. I never have 4 bags, but I had 3 because I was like, eh, whatever, I'm not bringing food. And when I went and bought food. Okay, so I think I showed you guys these already. These are my favorite Uncrustables. They are the peanut butter and honey. I had one on the plane, so it's open because I wanted a little snacky snack. So cool. This I already had from this morning. This is a Monster Java. I love the Monster Javas. This is the Irish blend. This is my favorite coffee to drink in the morning. Okay, so, but I didn't get that at Trader Joe's. And then the Uncrustables I didn't get at Trader Joe's. The rest of the stuff I got at Trader Joe's, including forks that I'm pretty sure are made of wood, which is fine. Okay, so I got this vegan pokey. I got a Very Green 100% juice smoothie. I got a pineapple probiotic juice shot. I thought that was interesting. Probiotic, and I like pineapple, so I got a Mediterranean style orzo. I don't know if it's pronounced orzo, but I was pronouncing it orzo on the plane today because we had it as a side for one of our menu options. So orzo pesto salad, O-R-Z-O. I would think that's how it's pronounced, but I've never heard that word out loud before, so correct me if I'm wrong. But Mediterranean style orzo pasta salad with spinach and sun-dried tomatoes. This just looks so good. And then I've had this before and I absolutely love it. This is the lemon basil pasta salad. Absolutely love this stuff. Also, fun fact, I recently got into gardening and I am growing basil. It's like one of the first things that I'm growing that's like taking off. Like, it's doing really good. So we're about to have more basil than I know what to do with. But maybe I can make my own little pasta salad. There's a thought. Grow my own food. Anyways, I got 2 of these. I thought about getting 1, but then I thought I might eat 1 today, which actually that's the plan. So there we go. And then we are going to brunch with the crew tomorrow. So like extra don't eat all this food because I'm going to brunch tomorrow. Okay, we are pulling these pigtail braids out because they are hurting. Ow. They're just like so tight. I was going for the space bun look, but I can't do the space buns so far. So when I do my buns, I either twist it and go like this, but like that does not look good for space buns, like no. And sometimes I'll do a pineapple bun, but that doesn't look good for space buns. So I don't know, I just have not figured out the space bun thing. Every time I try to do space buns, it just turns into pigtails, which is fine, it's cute, it's whatever. We will get space buns one day. We will. Go subscribe to my channel because one day in the future, you're going to be watching one of my vlogs and I'm going to have space buns. But for now, I just have whatever this is. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm going to go change now and eat. I'm done eating. I'm going to bed. I love you guys. Good night. Good morning. I look like a train wreck because guess who didn't take their makeup off? That's 2 days in a row, which I haven't done it in so long, but I was so tired. I didn't even take my makeup bag or my toiletry bag out of my bag. So this is just how it is. Welcome to the real life of a flight attendant. I'm gonna actually like get myself together a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh, my camera battery is gonna die soon probably, so let's get you charging. Let's just get that ready now, you know? Okay, that's a bit better. Good morning, you guys. I am going to enjoy my coffee. We did have plans to go get brunch with the crew, but there's not really a brunch place around here. So now we're kind of just doing our own thing, which is fine because I had some work that I wanted to do for YouTube. I wanted to do last night, and obviously that was not gonna happen. So we have about 3 hours till pickup, so now is the perfect time to get some work done. So that's gonna be our Denver layover. Fly so much higher. You guys know what that sound means. That's the end of a vlog. So I got a vlog completely done, edited for you guys. So excited to get this uploaded. I'm trying to get better at being faster at editing and uploading for you guys because it brings me so much joy when I finish editing and uploading a video. So it's gonna go live soon. It'll be live by the time you see this one. I'm so excited. Anyways, so we have a little under an hour until our pickup, so it is time to get ready and let this vlog upload while I get ready. Okay. So at Trader Joe's, I also picked up more of this guy because I am almost out of the one that I keep in my bag because I love this stuff. I use it every single day. I have one at home for when I'm not traveling. It is literally my favorite sunscreen. It's the Trader Joe's Daily Facial Sunscreen and it's SPF 40. And it can be used as a primer too, so that's nifty. So I need to cleanse my face. I meant to do that earlier when I took my makeup off, but ow! Ow!
Ow, I just smacked my hand on the counter. That hurt. Ow. All right, also, I have some new makeup palettes that I got. One is the ColourPop All Amethyst, and one is Morphe. Why can't I talk today? One is Morphe 35L Ultra Lavender. It has a lot of purple tones, and I've been really liking that lately, and it goes along perfectly with the purple mascara that I showed you guys yesterday. This guy. Okay. All right, so I don't know what I'm doing with my makeup yet today, but we'll figure it out as we go. Today we have 2 flights. I am working position 1. It went really well yesterday. I had 2 short flights. They were like an hour long to Kansas City and back, and those went super, super well. I got so many compliments. I'm just like, I do a good job when I'm working position 1. This is great. This is great feedback. And then we had one more flight going to Chicago to Denver, which is where we are now. That was a meal flight. I didn't think it would be because it was kind of a late flight, but it was, and I never really did meal flights at my regional. We had them, but they were very rare. And so I, not working position 1 very often at my new airline, don't do meal flights very often, but I feel like I'm starting to get my groove with them. So that's great. That's good news. But today we have 2 meal flights. We are on the Airbus A321, and that has 20 passengers in first, whereas last night I just had 16. We are going Denver to Charlotte, Charlotte to Houston. And yeah, just 2 legs today, 1 leg tomorrow, go home day, 1 leg. We'll see if it falls apart like my last trip did on go home day. We'll see, but I have 2 more reserve days after that, so oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna get ready and stop talking. I talk a lot. I have to edit so much talking out of my vlogs for you guys because I talk so much. Anyways, so I'm gonna stop talking about how I can't stop talking and get ready, so. We are all ready and packed, so let's go. You guys, y'all, AM, and we just got to our room. It is past 4 in the morning. We were supposed to land in Houston at 11 o'clock p.m. and here we are at 4 a.m. and we're not in Houston. So let me tell you about my day. Probably gonna be talking a little quiet because it's 4 in the morning. But so we were slightly late coming from Denver to Houston, which was our first flight. It went great. Wonderful. Second flight was Houston to Charlotte, which I thought I was gonna have a meal flight on, but I didn't. And then last night I thought I wasn't gonna have a meal flight, and I did, so oh well, whatever. So I was like, oh, well, that's a nice surprise that I only have 1 meal flight today and not 2 meal flights. Also, I was thinking how at the beginning of the vlog, I was like, didn't really want this trip, but whatever, it's okay. Well, I ended up thinking today, I was like, you know what? I'm really glad I got this trip. I have a really good crew. Everything's going great. Like, I spoke too soon. I am still glad I got this trip, but I did speak too soon. So we were a teeny tiny bit delayed leaving Denver because our inbound was a teeny tiny bit delayed. But then while we were en route to Charlotte, the original plane we were supposed to take to Houston ended up getting used for a different flight. So our plane
was coming to Charlotte a little bit delayed. So we were a little bit delayed leaving Charlotte. So when we were delayed getting into Charlotte, we're like, because our outbound's delayed. It is what it is, not a long delay, whatever. So, but as we were deplaning, the captain for my first flight said, I'm happy we made it into Charlotte because there's a lot of storms and I thought they were going to close the ramp before we could get in. And I'm just like, oh boy. And if the ramp's closed, we don't have anybody to guide the airplane into the gate, which means we're going to be waiting to be able to go to our gate for the first flight in, which is going to cause even more delays and a mess. Fortunately, that didn't happen, but I was like, oh, is the weather really that bad? And I'm like in the galley, in the aisle, I'm not really looking out the windows. And we did sit down early for turbulence, but I wasn't too worried about that. But when he said that, I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully this doesn't affect our flight to Houston. And oh, did it affect our flight to Houston? Oh, did it affect our flight to Houston? So we ended up boarding, and as we were boarding, the ramp closed. When the ramp closed, fortunately, we were already on our new plane, so our new plane had already gotten in. We had new pilots, so our new pilots were already there, and the flight attendants were there. Everything was good. So at this point, we just have to finish boarding and kind of wait for the weather and see what happens. So there was lightning around the Charlotte airport, and for the safety of the ground crew, if there's lightning within a certain distance of the airport, the ground crew has to go inside. It's for their safety. It's basically so they don't get struck by lightning. And you have to wait a certain amount of time, I think it's like 15-20 minutes after the last lightning strike before they can go back out onto the ramp. So we boarded the plane, but unfortunately, because of the weather, the bags weren't loaded, so we had to wait for the ramp to open so that they can load the bags, so that we can get the door closed, so that we can push back from the gate, which we also needed the ramp to be open to push back from the gate. And we ended up sitting on the plane for about 2.5 hours with passengers boarded. Fortunately, we had some passengers who were going to miss the flight that made it because we were delayed. But we were sitting on the ground for so long. And finally, the ramp opened, the ground crew was able to get the rest of the bags on, and we were able to get pushed back from the gate. And we actually ended up being like one of the first flights to take off from Charlotte after the ramp opened. Like we got out of there. We're like, we need to go to Houston. Like, we're ready. We're ready to go. And oh man. And oh my goodness, you guys. We're not in Houston. I laugh, but it's not funny. So we are prepared for landing to go into Houston. We prepared for landing early because out of nowhere, a storm hit Houston. So we were flying around the storm. There was some turbulence. The pilots had us sit down early for that. And as we're sitting for landing, we get a call from the pilots, and they say that the weather around Houston is right around the airport and it's not moving. And the winds are so bad that it's beyond the capability of the airplane to land safely in those conditions. And we didn't have enough fuel to hold and try to wait for the weather to pass. Like, they had to make a decision right there. So we ended up having to divert to Dallas. And unfortunately, we timed out. We were not illegal to continue the flight to Houston. The flight ended up getting delayed. It first was delayed until like 5:30 in the morning, and then it got delayed to 7 in the morning. And now I don't know. The last I saw was it wasn't even leaving until 7 in the morning to get to Houston, which is not a long flight from Dallas, fortunately. And also, fortunately, like, we had a really good group of passengers. Everybody was really understanding. Everybody was so nice, which makes such a big difference. And then we also had a really good crew, both the pilots and all the flight attendants. Everybody's been great. Everybody handled everything so well. So I'm very, very grateful that we had a good crew. Good crews can just make awful situations like this just so much better. So that was really, really a blessing. So that was great. So here we are in Dallas at 4 in the morning, just now getting to our hotel room. I am so tired. As you can imagine, it's been quite a day. It has been such a long day. So tomorrow, originally on our schedule, we were supposed to just work one flight from Houston to Chicago, but now I am deadheading from Dallas to Chicago. So deadheading is I'm flying like a passenger. I still get paid as if I'm working the flight, but I get to be a passenger and I get to go back to Chicago. So that's great. But in the meantime, I am tired, so I am gonna go to sleep and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. I am just hanging out in my hotel room drinking my coffee. I got some good rest. I kept waking up like a couple hours after I fell asleep because I fell asleep right before it got light out. So my body was like, okay, time to wake up, Jinaye. Like, it's morning, come on. And I had to make myself not wake up because I was like, no, I need sleep. So now I'm sitting here drinking coffee, bidding for my reserve assignment for tomorrow. And I got an alert on my phone that my deadhead is already delayed. Love that for me. It's delayed an hour and a half. I don't know why. I haven't looked into it. Nothing. I literally just got the alert and grabbed my camera to tell you guys all about it. So yay. Love that for me. It doesn't really matter, honestly. It doesn't matter when I get to Chicago. It might affect my reserve assignment tomorrow. Let me see. Maybe it won't. It shouldn't affect my reserve assignment for tomorrow, but you know, we'll see. I don't know. Let's see. ETA of the plane. Okay, it looks like the plane's coming in late. Or we have a new plane that's coming in at, let's see. Let me look at that flight number. I'm actively on the app. Let's see what's going on. What's going on here? So it looks like the plane's not getting in until 4:41, which is past our original departure of well, wait, why does this say, okay, I thought we were delayed an hour and a half. We're delayed a little less than that. We're delayed 30 minutes. Why did I think we were delayed an hour and a half? Oh. Okay, well, I'm doing my math wrong. Okay, Jinaye. I can math. I'm good at mathing. Okay. I promise you guys, I'm good at math. All right, anyways. Let's see. So it's only coming in a half hour late. Okay, so that's not bad. Anyways, back to my regularly scheduled program, which is hanging out in my hotel room. Y'all, I don't even have a seat on this deadhead. The flight is oversold, and I am a revenue standby, and there's not enough seats for me right now. So the flight is oversold, and since I got added to it so late, I don't have a seat assignment. I don't know if I'm gonna get a seat assignment. So of course, contractually they have to get me back to my base, Chicago. Today was the day the trip was supposed to end. They have to get me back to Chicago tonight. Or, I don't even know if there is an or, but if somehow I don't get back to Chicago tonight, I'd get another hotel tonight here in Dallas. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna get back to Chicago tonight. But yeah, weird situation. I've never had this happen before. Honestly, I have been a flight attendant for 5 years, and this is the first time I've ever had a flight divert. Ever. Never once. I have had a couple times where it's okay, if this condition persists, we're gonna have to divert, and then we don't have to. Actually, my very first flight as a flight attendant, I was still training as a flight attendant, so I had a already on the line flight attendant working with me. We almost had to divert. But this is the first time that I've ever actually been on a flight that we had to divert. And so this is all new to me. 5 years. 5 years of being a flight attendant, and you still run into new things. Okay, so I just called down to the front desk to ask to change my shuttle time because I was gonna go in 30 minutes, but clearly I'm not ready. But also not only that, but because my flight's a little bit delayed and I was taking a bit of an earlier shuttle time to the airport anyway. So now we're going at 4, which is still really early because the plane doesn't even land until almost 5 o'clock. But I feel like the 4:30 shuttle would kind of be pushing it a little bit, and I'd rather have leisure time to just
do whatever. So yeah, I love these pillows in the hotel room. Like, I love these. I want to take these home with me. They're so nice. This is such a nice hotel. Here, let me show you around. Yeah. All right, so here is the bathroom with my favorite kind of mirror. I love the tiling, the wallpaper. I love it all. The shower, like a nice little walk-in shower. Hello, it's me. Let's see. And then here's the room, and it looks so nice. I apologize for like the bright light over there, but it looks so nice. We have this little feature that lights up. Look how stinking cute that is. And this just looks bougie. It just makes this hotel look even more fancy than it already is. Like, how cute. And then here's the full-length mirror. I am wearing shorts, I promise. So I enjoyed staying here, even though we literally checked in at like 4 o'clock in the morning as other crews were leaving. All right, ladies and gents, it is time to get ready for this deadhead. Oh my gosh. So I have this Huda Beauty setting spray, and the cap to it just completely broke in two. So, oh no. That's not gonna be fun, because then this is gonna like spray all over my makeup bag and get empty. Oh my gosh, okay. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I wish I could like tape it. I don't have tape. Ugh. Okay. We're gonna have to improvise and figure something else out for that, because I'm not having that in my makeup bag just to spill and leak all over. Oh no. Okay. My makeup bag is getting kind of dirty, so I was thinking of buying a new one with the same brand, maybe a different pattern, or just like throwing this one in the wash. Like, I feel like if I just throw it in the wash and air dry it, it'll be fine. But also I like excuses to buy new things. So I am always so good about my skincare, but this trip I have been terrible about it. Terrible. But first things first, we are putting on a sunscreen. I am never terrible about that, ever. Ugh. Oh, this door's heavy. Oh, so my departure changed again, but not by much, only by like 15 more minutes this time. I'm still gonna take the 4 o'clock shuttle. I definitely could take the 4:30 if I wanted to. We'll see, like if it delays more, I might take the 4:30, but should be good for now. And I would love to go get a passion tea from Starbucks, so I'm not gonna be sad if I have time to do that. This trip has just been wild. Like, I'm glad I got this trip, because I struggle to say I love delays and I love when things fall apart, because nobody does. But sometimes it can be like exciting, like what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen next? Where am I gonna end up next? You never know, because I thought I was ending up in Houston last night, but I'm in Texas. Close. I keep forgetting to put like my concealer on like I normally do, so I didn't forget today, so that was nice. Ah! Don't mind me just dropping stuff. I desperately need to clean my makeup brushes, both my travel ones and at home. I really, oh, this is what now. I really need to like make a conscious effort to do that. So I've been into this new concealer lately. Typically I use my Ofra Rodeo Drive. It is my absolute go-to. I've gone through like 3 of these, love them. And then this one is Ofra Covent Garden? Covent? How the heck do I pronounce that? Oh, it's a Ofra X Telia Mar Covent Garden. Covent? I don't know. Shoot, like I'm mad that I don't know this. But recently I've been using this other color by Ofra that's more of like a rosy pink, almost like mauve type tones, and it's like super pretty. It makes me feel like a fairy princess, where this makes me feel like I have this like summer fall-esque glow. I think it's pretty. I deserve this. Cheers. You guys, it's been a day. All right, y'all, so I'm about to head home, but oh my gosh. So I'm in Chicago. Obviously, I got a seat on the flight, but like I was deadheading, so I was gonna get a seat on the flight because like my company has to get me home. So I was gonna get home, but the flight was delayed, of course. And so then I missed my flight that I was gonna take to the regional airport by my house. So clearly I'm in the car now and have to drive 2 hours to go home instead of flying 20 minutes. So that sucks. I barely missed it. I got off the plane like at departure time for that flight, and it was because like our gate was occupied. Like I was gonna try to book it and run and get there, but our gate was occupied. So even like with the delay, I could have made it. Alas, I did not, which is a bummer, but that's okay. Also, there was a couple crew members on the working crew that got reassigned to work tonight, and I'm glad that wasn't me. I was like, they must have been junior to me because they didn't reassign me. So I'm really glad that that wasn't me, because that would have been even more of a bummer. Because that would have been a bummer. Like, oh shoot, I missed my flight home. Oh, now I gotta work more. But actually, that might have worked out better. But so, anyways, I'm gonna head home and snuggle with Zero and Lexi. But it's gonna be a minute. I'm not gonna be home until like midnight. So, yay. But with that being said, I am gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this crazy eventful trip. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more flight attendant content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Thank you and enjoy your flight.
Fly so much higher.